Imagine taking 180 teenagers on a trip to a foreign country. Getting the passports alone would be a huge feat.
Well, the Lakeshore High School marching band from Stevensville, Michigan is preparing to go to France. WSBT's Denise Bohn joins us from the live desk. And Denise, this is, it's not really a vacation. They'll be performing in a very important show.
That's right, Rick and Cindy. All 180 students and 50 chaperones are boarding a plane early tomorrow morning, flying thousands of miles to play in a special ceremony marking the 70th anniversary of D-Day. The Lakeshore High School Marching Band has won 3 state championships, performed at the Fiesta Bowl, and played at Disney World 14 times.
This is the crown jewel.
Band director Lori Van Koenig says none of that comes close to this week's special performances in Normandy, France, to mark the 70th anniversary of the D-Day invasion.
We feel that we are representing Michigan and the United States. And it's stopped being about a school or a community. It is about a much larger vision.
In 2012, the band received this official invitation from the mayor of the village of Saint Mère Église to play in the parade. At the height of the Second World War, the village, under the control of the Nazis, was freed by American troops. The trip, however, came with a hefty price tag. Thanks to a year's worth of fundraisers, grants, and corporate donations, they were able to raise the whopping $350,000 needed to travel.
I've gotten a lot of, oh, you guys are lucky, you get to go to France. We've put a lot of hard work into this.
This is not a for fun vacation trip. This is a purpose. They have 8 performances in 4 days.
A purpose that involves more than just playing music. Band members will honor 1,400 Michigan veterans by wearing special ribbons on their uniforms. The kids wrote to each veteran, and this album is filled with the touching letters they received back. Sophomore Alexandra Hengy is now friends with her 91-year-old veteran, Robert Knowles.
He came to visit, and when I saw him, it was very overwhelming.
He gave her this card with a surprise inside.
And the card was actually $200. Yeah, that's when I just kind of broke down and he was like, this is for you to spend when you're over in France.
And what does this 16-year-old plan to do with the money?
I know I want to get him something.
Band members will also be paying their respects to 700 Michigan soldiers who did not return home from the war, buried in 2 cemeteries in Normandy. They're pouring vials of Michigan beach sand collected by students from 25 school districts statewide onto their grave sites.
Just making sure that soldier knows, wherever he is, that we appreciate what he did.
That's quite a view. Yes, it is.
More than 2,000 Americans died on D-Day, the atrocity shown on the big screen in the 1998 Oscar award-winning film Saving Private Ryan. By dawn on June 6, 1944, approximately 156,000 Allied troops stormed Normandy's beaches. The landings became known as the beginning of the end of the deadliest war in history. This song, titled Each Time You Tell Their Story, is one of 3 selections the band will perform this June 6th.
It's deep, it's moving.
As they walk from the Monument of the Braves to the National Guard Monument, then by Omaha Beach.
That is what I think pays the most respect to those who served, to those who died, is that beautiful song.
The band will observe a moment of silence overlooking the beach where so many young lives were lost, where their own lives will likely be transformed.
They're going to change the course of some of their lives.
Well, I can't tell you what it's going to be like, but I'm probably never going to feel something like that again in my life.
It wasn't just us. It was the whole world came together to do this one thing.
The band returns home next Tuesday. They will be bringing back those vials filled with sand from Omaha Beach and will give those to the school districts that supported them along the way. And they did receive a lot of support. In fact, Elkhart's Con Selmer sent percussion instruments from their Spain office over to France for the kids to use so that Lakeshore would not have to ship those instruments overseas. At the live desk, Denise Bohn, WSBT, Channel 22 News.
Just a wonderful story, Denise.
Yeah.